Do you know how this podcast starts?
No,
It starts
I
like
don't.
it starts like this. I usually have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and it starts like this. Welcome back to the Lo-Fi Hang podcast. The Lo-Fi Hang is a laid-back podcast where musicians, songwriters, and creative folks share real stories, the funny ones, the heavy ones, and everything in between. It's not about promo. It's about being human, talking shop, and hanging out. Think of two friends talking about music, life, and the beautiful chaos that comes with being an artist. In this episode, I am so happy to have an artist that I met a long time ago. I actually don't remember how we met.
Neither do I. I was trying to think about it.
All I know is that I'm definitely sure that I saw and met you at Easterfest at some point in Toowoomba. That's pretty
probably.
much where we met. So everybody, please welcome Sarah Goulds. Is it Goulds or Gould?
Goulds with an S.
Sarah Goulds.
Yes.
Welcome Sarah Goulds to the podcast, everybody. Sarah, how you doing?
Thank you. Hey, it's so good to be here. Thanks for having me on. I'm so red, by the way.
We had daylight savings and I messed up our times, and it was crazy.
It was crazy. I decided to go for a little run.
Yeah.
And
I was at a dinner when I was supposed
You
to
were
be
at
on
a
a
dinner.
podcast with you.
anyways,
We
I've
couldn't-
come back like a tomato. And
We couldn't get it together, and now we're here exactly an hour and a half later. So it's good.
It's great.
You got to
It
do
is.
what you had to do. I got to set up nicely, which is good. I would have been rushing otherwise. But
Yeah.
thanks for joining me. Hey, I only hit you up last week, and you were like, "Yeah, heck yeah, let's do this."
Let's do it.
First of all, what's been happening? I've been in Canada for 10 years now, and what's
Gosh.
been happening for the last 10 years for you? Because the last
10
time I saw
years. Oh
you,
my goodness.
you were playing at an event that I created at YWAM called Porchlight Sessions.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's where
Yeah.
Emily was.
Yes.
Emily Brimlow. Yes. That's crazy.
hmm
Oh my gosh, that's such a long time ago. So what since then, I finished a psych degree,
hmm
which is funny. I'm married. I have 3 kids,
Wow.
twins. I have 2.5-year-old twins and a 4-year-old. I'm very much in the chaos of life at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like, and I've like always maintained like doing music around life. Like needing to have a job because it hasn't been like the main income provider for me. So like trying to manage still doing music because I just love it whilst working, doing family life, and now I'm studying a bit more at the moment. So like life is very full.
Wow. So you got 3 kids now.
Yeah, man, 3 kids. I cannot believe I had twins. Honestly, I think I went into like friggin' shock.
Oh yeah, we talked about that about a year ago, actually. You told me you
Oh
had
my
twins.
gosh. Yeah, 3 kids. I know, it's
Congratulations.
nuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And how old are your kids?
I've got two. I've got Noah, who is 8, and Eden, who is 3.5, turning 4 in February. She's over a 3.5. Yeah. So
God.
we got our hands full in the best way possible. I love it so much.
I think I was thinking about when we met. So definitely would have been at Easterfest, but then you did that little lounge room show in Toowoomba and I opened for you. Do you remember that?
At Tarek's place?
Yes, that's who it
Oh
was.
my God.
Tarek. Yes, I reckon that would have been the last time
That's
that
actually-
I saw you.
Yes,
That would've
that's
been it.
actually the last time I saw you
That'd be the last time.
because that was my farewell tour because I was leaving the country.
Yes, that's right.
Sarah, I got to be honest with you. I totally forgot you opened that.
Oh, I think there was somebody else that was there too. I'm trying to think who else sang. Somebody else sang as well. I cannot remember who it was.
That's wild. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was actually a really fun night because Tarek and the boys, that was the Easterfest house for a couple of years where people could go and hang during the festival, outside of the festival. And those boys used to get a little lit sometimes, which was fun. But I remember
Wild.
we played there. We were gonna do the outside session, and then it was raining, and we had to set up inside, and it was a vibe, man. It was such a good vibe. Wow, totally
Yeah, it was
forgot you
awesome.
opened that.
I just remember it being like so awesome though too. Like you just killed it, and I'm like, man, this guy, he's
Well,
amazing.
we all did. We all did. Let's let's be honest. I want to ask you about something, right? So there was a rumor about you a while ago, and you don't have to share this if you don't want to. But were you struck by lightning?
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I was.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
I know.
So it's not.
I'm supercharged, man. I'm electrified. I'm ready to ignite the room.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I'll tell you. Do you want me to tell you the story?
Yes, please, if you want
Okay.
to.
So, yeah, man. So I had all these. It's actually the most freaking crazy story. I had tons of health problems when I left school. Like I was sick for years, in and out of hospital. That was probably when I got it. That's when I got into music because I was just really unwell. So I started singing and playing when I was like 18, 19. Anyways, I went to Stradbroke Island. For those that know, it's like a little island off Brisbane. And there was like a crazy storm. We always would go as a family. We'd always camp. So you're camping in the sand, massive storm. There's lightning just going everywhere, and everyone's wearing thongs. And I'm, for whatever stupid reason, I'm just standing in a puddle of water. Wait, stop.
Flip flops
Flip flops, man.
for my Canadian audience.
Thong. Oh yeah, thongs. Yeah, everyone's wearing those type of thongs. Woo! It's getting hot in here. Oh my gosh. No, flip flops. Sorry, everyone's wearing flip flops, and anyways, I'm standing in a puddle of water watching this storm in sand. I'm just thinking this is awesome. And I don't remember much of what happened next, but a massive lightning just, I don't know if it's, I don't know what's happened really, but I've just woken up on the ground. My parents are holding me and they said they could feel the electricity in the air. Is what they just said they could taste the electricity. And basically I've been struck by lightning. Whether it's hit the ground in front of me and kind of like branched into me, I don't know what's happened because 1 minute I was standing there watching, the next minute I'm just like lying on the ground. And so they just picked me up and they just put me in a camp chair. Put me in a camp chair and I just sat there for like an hour. And it was like, I couldn't even speak. It was the weirdest experience of feeling like I was in slow motion. And then my parents were like, she's already been through so much. She's pretty much died a few times before. She'll be fine. And so they just left me. This is so funny. And they took me to the doctor because there was like no power. There was like no even service. Probably the storm was like really big. So then they took me to the doctor the next day and the doctor's like, yeah, obviously you've had some kind of things happened. And sometimes people are fine and sometimes people just die or they get like crazy burns or whatever. It's really unique with these lightning strikes. So anyways, the crazy thing about it is that I had all these health issues and then this happened. And it was like this massive, this sounds so stupid, but it was like this crazy wake up call for me to like start living my life. Cause I'd just been like so depressed for so long because I'd been sick for so long. And then this happened and it like, I don't know, I just felt like I've been given a second chance to live. I'm going to like go out there and I'm going to live. And literally like that, I always say that's the turning point of like getting better, of like getting into music and songwriting, of getting a job, of helping young people, because that's what I do a bit on the side. Yeah. Anyways, crazy story. I'm alive. So yeah, there you go.
What? That is just
so weird. It's nuts. And like it really, this sounds so cliche, but it really shocked me into wanting to live my life to the max and to the full. Like that sounds so stupid, but
no, it doesn't.
Because I like, and even like, this is so funny. So I went on The Voice like you did way back, but my story was going to be the Lightning Girl. And I'm so glad they didn't broadcast me. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy about that. Oh, but my doctor had to write, like, had to get a full like health thing from the doctor to say this actually happened. And so my doctor had it all on the records or whatever. So it actually happened. Anyways.
Did you have any health things after that?
Not really. Like, honestly, that's the turning point of me like getting better. I had gallbladder disease the year before, which they operated on, got it out. But I still just wasn't well. Like, I think it was probably more psychologically unwell, to be honest. Like I'd been physically sick for so long. And then, you know, I should have been getting better, but I think I just really just was a sick person in my head as well. And so it wasn't really until after the strike that I was like, I need to get myself together. Life is worth living. Get up, go and live a great life, live each day to the full, because we only get one life on this earth. So Yeah.
That's really, oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
I don't know if you get asked about this a lot or if you've told this story a lot. And
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
never get asked about it. Never.
Really?
So, no. Well, I don't really talk about it because it's such a bizarre situation that I just don't talk about it.
I think it's an incredible story. I hope it's okay that I brought it up because
Yeah, of course.
it's been on my mind. I'm not joking. It's been on my mind for years. I've actually told your story to a handful of people
Oh
without your
wow, that's so
permission,
funny.
and I've been like, "Hey, man, I knew this girl that was sick for a while, and she got struck by lightning and kind of got healed." You know.
It's like, but like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I just shifted things for me in some weird way. I don't know. But
Well, I'm glad you're okay because yeah, like mental health is rough, and obviously
yeah,
physical health, and being a sick person for a while, quote air quotes there for the listeners on the streaming sites. But yeah, wow, Sarah, that's a crazy story.
thank you. Yeah, it's wild. So yeah, life is crazy.
Thanks for
Life
sharing.
is-
What was the defining, like, what's been a defining music moment in music for you?
Mm. Gosh, defining moment. Probably when I was really unwell for those few years, that's when I
Mm.
really got into music. So I was thinking I was going to be like a professional sports player before I did music. I was like all into all the rep teams. That was what I wanted to do. And then I have such a crazy story, Mick. I got concussed and was never able to play soccer ever again, which is what
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
preparing to do for the rest of my life. And then I got really sick after that point. Anyways, so then that pushed me into music and it just changed my life. I just was able to express myself in a way through songwriting that I never had the language for. Like I was able to process my emotions, what I was going through, and it was like therapy for me through this time. And I'd say that has defined so much. But yeah, that's been such a defining moment is now I have this amazing gift that's like therapy for me. And then once I get through it, I can share it with other people and it can bless them now too. But yeah, definitely those few years was amazing.
Did you like were you kind of interested in music before that, or was it because of this that like were you in love with music before that, or was this a new passion that kind of came out of a bad situation?
Yeah, no, I think so. My dad was the CEO of a major record company when I was a little girl, like
Oh
a
wow.
toddler. Yeah, so that was in the 90s. So he was the CEO of Integrity Music in Australia. And so he actually took the whole Shout to the Lord album to the world. He was a part of that group. That's like the, I don't know if anyone knows that Darling Check and the Hillsong movement
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day. Yeah, so he was a part of the team that took that album to the world. So he used to be in America all the time. And he actually helped start Easterfest, which was a major music festival in Toowoomba. So I guess I
What's your
was
dad's name?
always Mark Freeman. So he hired Isaac Moody, who turned it into
Okay.
Easterfest.
I know that
It was
name. Yeah,
called
Mark Freeman. Yeah.
Mark Freeman. Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
so I guess I was just surrounded by music all the time. And my dad was like obsessed with like Neil Diamond and Crowded House and
Neil
the Little
Diamond.
River
I've only
Band.
just gotten
Yeah,
into Neil
man.
Diamond in the last
Oh,
couple of
he's
years.
so good. All
It's
the
so good.
brass.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so I was always like music was just I just grew up in it. And I think with my dad's history, that sort of was a big thing. And I don't know, when I was a kid, I had a lot of like anger problems and I definitely have ADHD. I don't even doubt that. And music just always brought like a sense of clarity and like quietness to me. Like I would just be able to, if like I started playing guitar when I was 5, so always was doing music. But I didn't think that was something I'd actually like do. So I'd go and sit in my room and play the guitar and sing to myself and write little lyrics or whatever. And it just brought peace to my soul. Like I don't know how to explain it. Just the chaos in my mind or the chaos around me just seemed to like chill. And I just
Mm.
found this peace in music. And that was, yeah, always there, I guess, my whole childhood. Yeah. But I wasn't until I, yeah, finished school and went through that I really like, oh, this is something I can do.
Interesting. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So this is something I can do moment.
Yeah. 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 But
What was that like?
probably Easterfest. Um, Oh yeah, it was just I
Also,
still
formerly AGMF, right?
AGMF, yeah, formerly AGMF. So Easterfest. So when I was 18,
Real quick, do you
I
want to quickly explain what Easterfest is for our listeners
oh
that
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know?
Easterfest is the biggest gospel music festival in Australia at the time. So you have like Christian bands from all over the world would come to this festival in Toowoomba, where I live.
Mm.
So anyways, so when I was about 18 years of age, I wrote a song, and for whatever weird reason, I thought I should do a voice memo of it and I should just send it to the CEO of Easterfest. I mean, I'm a nobody. I've never performed anywhere really. Like, I've always done music, but I'm
How
not
old were you?
like, I was only like 18.
Okay.
And I just hadn't really done, anything big. I just sent it to him and he just sends back, this song is incredible. It's just a voice memo. This song is going to be one of the themes over the festivals and you're going to be on main stage every night with this song. And I was like,
Yes, because that's how I first saw you. Like you were the Easterfest girl, right? To everybody.
yeah. And
And
I think and before I was singing, I was doing like hosting. So I don't even know how I got into it, but they would get me to get a camera and I'd go around and be like a host and be like,
that's
oh my
right. I
gosh,
remember
check
that.
out this setup. It's YWAM and this is Mikhail. No.
The
And I just, yeah, man. And I'd go around and I was kind of like, what did they call me? The Easterfest girl, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So that's what well, I don't know even how I got into that. I have no idea. It's so random. I actually have no idea how I got into that. Anyway,
Well, that
so I
was
was doing
Dave.
that.
That would have been Dave Shank,
Dave
right?
Shank. Yeah, Dave
Big,
Shank's days.
big shout out to Dave Shank. I actually would love to get him on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Shank was the organizer of Easterfest for many, many years, and yeah, remember Tasman Jude.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. So
Absolutely.
I toured with them before I
Caleb.
yeah, with Caleb and Derek and Bethany. They're a Canadian a Canadian reggae band from Grand Prairie. Make it make sense. Well, kind of
Amazing.
Vancouver, I guess too, but I think that was the history. But I was their fill-in guitarist for a time before I left for Canada. But we went on tour, and on most of the tour of Southeast Queensland, we ended up staying with Dave's brother-in-law. I think he
Wow.
was head of security or something.
Yeah, it's a big fella. I don't remember his name.
Oh man, Dave, we got to. Oh man, awesome.
We gotta find out. You gotta get Dave on the podcast.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
yeah,
Lo-Fi
absolutely.
Hangs.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's right. Yeah, to just to talk
That's
about the
so
old days.
funny.
Because look, I'll tell you what. Like one of the reasons why I got you on is because I had so much fun at Easterfest. It
So
was a
much
part
fun.
of many of my formative years as a musician, and it was a huge festival. And I remember the first time I went there with YWAM. I was a brand new Christian, and the first thing I saw was the Newsboys were there. But opening for them was these bunch of skinny lads that were like basically almost doing backflips off the drum riser. A band by the name of New Empire, Jeremy Fowler
Oh,
and
Jeremy,
all
you
those
need to get
boys.
Jeremy on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
probably do it.
And they blew my mind, man. And Pete Gillies, the guitarist at the time, was just like one of the most energetic performers I've ever seen in my life at that point.
The long hair, didn't he have the Leo have
He,
the
he
long
had the
hair?
he had
Yeah,
the
the side
and he
flip.
used to flick it, and it used to go to side, but he was a hell of a guitarist. And yeah, and then I left YWAM a few years later. A year later, a couple of years later, I came back. My first show there was we went and entered into the Battle of the Bands contest, the Spotlight, in 2012 or 2013, and we won it. And me and a guy called Jason Breed won it, and then we came back the following year and played on main stage. Anyway, so Easterfest was very, very cool. I went there for about 5 years, and then it shut down,
Hmm.
and maybe 6 years. And yeah, and you were like the Easterfest person, like on all the posters and
To
the
me,
the
it was so
videos and
random
yeah.
because I was like, I'm literally like, I wasn't someone that was like doing like a lot of music. Like,
Mm,
I just write my little songs at home,
mm.
and then yeah, it was just incredible to get the opportunity to go and like do that. It was amazing. Yeah, those are very special days, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it, honestly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's how I met Zeke, like, because they paired
Mm.
Zeke and I up to go and do the school tour
That's right. I
for
totally
Easterfest.
forgot about that.
So Zeke and I didn't know each other, and then they were like, "We should put Sarah and Zeke together. They'll have a great time." So they just gave us a credit card, and we just honestly had the best time. And we would just drive to schools all up and down Brisbane and Gold Coast and just perform and just spend money on Subway and Yeah, it was a good time. We had a very good time. It
That's
was when he, and it was
amazing.
when he started talking to his wife too, because he met her online. It was
That's right.
amazing. It was the
Naz, yeah.
funniest. It was like, yeah, nuts. It was just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Wow. If you guys don't know who Zeke Power is, go back
Check him out.
2 episodes and you'll find Zeke and I talking. We got to get him back. I forgot what song was that you submitted to Dave Shank and became the Easterfest theme song.
So, one was it was called Turnaround. It's like
Turn around every now and no.
I was like, hang on a second. That doesn't sound like my song. No, just kidding.
Every now and then I get a little bit cold.
I actually released it after 10 years last year. Just like an acoustic. I know, it's so funny.
What? It wasn't even officially out.
Nothing was out. I was honestly, I'm telling you,
You
I
had
was
the
an
best
absolute
promo for that song ever, and you
rookie.
did.
I was a total rookie. I hadn't recorded. I'd done nothing, man. You know, I even went to Nashville after my. Oh, did I even do the Easter? I don't think I didn't play on
That
Easter
is
yet.
so
No.
slack, Sarah. That is the
No.
slackest thing I've
Well,
ever
the
heard.
thing is, I had gone to Nashville, I think the year before, thinking I'm going to make it a record and it's going to be amazing. And I walked away with nothing and thought I sucked. So then when I got like the gig to play this song at Easterfest, I was like, oh, maybe I don't suck. Oh, I don't know.
You that is so funny. You had the best, probably some of the best promo in the
The
country at the
best.
time.
Absolutely.
And it was the theme for Easterfest for many years, right?
Well, I wrote another one, and then that theme for the next year happened to be right for the next year. So, anyways, so
Oh
funny. And I
my
didn't record that
gosh.
either, Mikhail. I only did that a year ago. It's so funny. I'm the artist that everyone saw, but nobody knows.
Everyone saw, but nobody heard.
Nobody heard. Nobody knows. Where is she now?
Where is she now? That is the slackest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God.
It's so
You had the
funny.
best promo and you didn't even
Literally.
release the song wasn't even available on streaming.
I don't think I even knew what to do. I was like, I've written this song. I've got a voice memo. What do I do with it?
And you didn't put it out for almost 10 years after the festival had ended.
So sad.
That's
So
insane.
funny.
I need to turn around, back to my father. Need to go back home, back to his arms. I'm so stuck in this mess and I'm full of regrets. Gotta go home.
Quite a ballad.
Quite a
Quite a
ballad.
long ballad.
So what song, what are they called? What songs were they?
So that was called Turnaround, and the one I did the following year was called You Can Never Earn It.
Oh, it's unconditional love. And whether a sinner or a saint, a slave or a son, we can never earn his love.
You Can Never Earn It. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, so funny.
That's
great.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty
What are
funny.
you
And so
doing?
I know. Well, look, here's the story. I had no confidence to go and record anything. I was really lacking in confidence. And I guess for the 10 years of time between when
Yeah.
when I was doing that and now, I decided about 2 years ago that I was just going to have a crack at producing myself. So I bought some
Right.
gear. Yeah. Bought some gear and I thought, no more excuses. I'm not going to whinge about not having money to go to a big studio. I'm actually just going to work it out and do it from home. And so I know it was 10 years and it's dodgy, but I don't know. I think I grew a lot as a person. So now I'm like producing these songs from home, which is blowing. I can't believe I'm even doing this because I thought I'd never be able to do this.
Yeah,
But
good on you. I'm a
Yeah,
big champion of that. Grab your own equipment. It YouTube, you're gold. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't need a lot. Like honestly, I've not spent that much money. It's amazing how much you just learn by doing it yourself. Like, yeah, it doesn't take long to start like learning. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. You can do this. All of what I'm doing would have been a lot easier before I had children. What have I done to myself? Like honestly, like it's so funny. I decided to do all this after I had my first child.
I think that's
But-
actually I think that actually makes sense, Sarah, because for me it was like now I got to take this even more seriously.
And like I
Right.
also think like no, it's so true. And like I also think like I'm leaving them something. Like it's always going to be here.
I was just thinking
And-
about that.
Oh, and I feel like that was a big part of like, I need to do this. I've got all these songs, all these like voice memos. I just need to start because I'm actually going to leave something for them and for their kids one day, or for their friends. I don't know. Like, music is so amazing because it outlasts us.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
It is amazing. Like think of all the hymns out there that are still in existence today that are hundreds of years old, like
Yeah.
it's just it's madness. It's magic. It's beautiful.
It's so cool.
I got a question for you. I got a couple of questions for you here. Are you who you want to be? Would you say?
I think I am working towards who I want to be. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I actually think kids have brought out a lot of things in me. Good, bad, aggression,
Okay.
love, nurturing. I'm being so honest here. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm more secure than I've ever been, but I also feel like I know less than I've ever known.
Hmm.
And I want to get more wisdom and more understanding and just be a bigger learner in life than I've ever been, if that makes sense.
Okay. Right on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like I've got more direction in what I want and who I am, more so than I have ever had.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not like I don't feel like I'm there yet.
Right. Do you believe that love can save us?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Are these ringing any bells?
What are these from?
Um, the Switchfoot lyrics or
I was
song
like, what?
titles?
Is this your love?
uh, can I dare you to move? Shall I dare you to move? What's another
Dare
one?
you move?
Do you want to get well?
Dude, Switchfoot is such a poet. Like, what on earth?
What is this? What inspired by John Foreman's solo work? Same vibe. Who will love me for me? I was going to ask you for that. I was like, that's too weird. I tried to ask somebody TLC lyrics as questions, and he was going deep in, and then I was like, do you see what's happening? And he goes, no, and I was like, it's TLC lyrics, and he's like, I told him the song, and he's like, I have no idea what that song is, and he's a cover artist, and I was like, all right, I'm not putting this in. Sorry, I was just being
So
stupid.
funny. I love that.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to the real questions.
You had this like little smirk on your face, and I'm like being really deep and honest, and you've got this little
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so look, I want to ask you this because so would you consider yourself a Christian artist still, or not really? How have you ever
Yeah.
considered you a Christian artist?
I guess so. Yeah, I probably am not so much. Personally wouldn't consider my stuff like the worship strain of Christian music, but more so the like life
faith-based.
story that's like brings life, hope, joy. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know. I feel like my music could probably blur the lines of like folk, indie songwriter,
Mm-hmm.
but then it also can blur the lines of Christian too. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We were talking about Easterfest. What was the best band you saw there?
Oh,
Like hands
gosh.
down, like what was the one
The
that
best ever performance that I saw.
Yeah.
It was definitely Switchfoot.
was that
It was just
was that
friggin'
when the
ama- it
rain
was
came down?
The one they came back.
Oh
And then
yes.
they put
That's
Were you
right.
there? They came back.
I
And
was there for that.
honestly, it was like the most insanely out of this world performance I've ever seen. And it was just so inspiring. Like it was just amazing.
Okay,
just
what were you what was your experience of the rain out?
I was
Just so sorry, real
running
quick.
down the street.
So just real quick. At Easterfest one year,
Flooded.
Switchfoot played, and Toowoomba, where the festival was held, the town where the festival was held, is on top of a hill. It's basically at top of a mountain, and somehow the mountain got flooded at the Switchfoot concert. What was your experience of the Switchfoot rain out? This is everybody that was there. This was like hell on earth almost.
It was
like
chaos. 'Cause
it was catastrophic.
people-
Yeah.
And because people camp at the festival, like hundreds of people camp. So
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
flooding. Like I don't know where they even went. Anyways, I ended up running down the street somewhere with someone, and then ended up at some guy's house.
Really? Probably
Yeah.
Tarek's house.
Tarek's house. No, I was at Tarek. That's so funny. The Easterfest house.
Yeah.
I think I was with one of my brother's friends. I think I was holding a skateboard.
That's you. I remember you walking around with a longboard all the time. Yeah,
And
that's
a
right.
longboard. How
Yeah.
lame. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I was
Ew.
holding this oh my gosh. So behind me now. I was holding this longboard and I was running down the street, and then one of my my brother's friends ended up just be like, "You should just come with me," and I jumped in their car and then went to someone's house. It's so weird. Oh, you stayed.
I was at the concert and the rain started falling, and I knew something was up because it was the biggest rain droplets I'd ever seen. Like they were like one would hit you and your whole arm would be wet. And I was just like, whoa, I've never seen rain like this before. And the band kept playing, and then all of a sudden John Foreman walked out into the rain singing, and they stopped for a minute. The water was up to our ankles. People were sliding down the hills, and the security were trying to get them to stop. And then they started up again. And then all of a sudden we heard some screaming because the big merch tent ripped like in half. Like a big hole opened up in the top of it. And then that's when like they came out and they're like, we got to stop the show. Like, this is really, really dangerous. And then at that point, we realized that the water was like basically at our knees, and we were like, holy crap, we got to get out of here. Because where the main stage was is like an amphitheater, and it's just surrounded by hills, and the water was just pouring down. And we ended up making it back to our campsite. People were sitting in the mud crying, to be honest, I feel like half of them were doing it for attention, but like at the campsite, it wasn't that bad. There was water flowing, but it was only like not even up to your ankles. And all you had to do was stick something under the high end of your tent so that the water would run underneath it. And our tent was fine. Like we went to bed, but we woke up and like half of the campground tents were gone. There was rubbish everywhere. There was a handful of tents. People were coming out, and some of the sites were fine, but that was chaotic, man. And basically the festival kind of was just over, right? Like they threw a couple more concerts, but yeah, I do remember because they came back the following year. Then that was the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, was it? It was either they did come back the following year. I think it might have been the following year after that ended up being the last year.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But
it was a really cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was really cool. Hey, how long have you been playing music for? You said you started about 18?
Yeah, well, I started playing guitar when I was 5. So technically like getting lessons and all that. Yeah. So I was pretty young.
5 is really young.
Yeah, I started playing guitar and was obsessed with music like as a kid. But it wasn't the main thing until I was out of school. Then I got way more. But I would always be in like bands in high school. Like I was always singing in bands or musicals or I was in church band. So I was always doing it, but I didn't like take it more seriously until I left school.
Right. And outside of school and church, did you gig a lot?
Yeah, when I left school, and I gig now like every weekend. But I started gigging and doing like bars and weddings or I don't know, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did a wedding on the weekend, did like a 3-hour gig at a wedding.
How was that?
It was actually so cool, man. I went to this place. It was like a house that was chiseled out into these cliffs.
Oh, what? Where was that?
It was freaking amazing. I was like, somebody lives here? This is crazy. And I was there singing, surrounded by these cliffs and this house. It was like a tiny little wedding. I don't even know how I got this gig. But I was like, this is the dream. I'm getting paid. I'm like in the nature. Like, this is amazing.
Right,
Anyways,
right.
Just somewhere. But yeah, I started playing guitar at 5.
I'm kind of jealous for that gig. I wish I was there.
Man, do you do those kind of gigs anymore, or just
no, I don't. I haven't done stuff like that in a long time. I was just talking to a mate tonight who does a lot of cover gigs, almost exclusively, but he wants to get back into doing his own shows, and I haven't.
That's the dream for me, to do my own shows for sure.
Yeah, I haven't done a cover gig in like. Consistent cover gigs. I haven't done that for about 10 years. Every now and again, I'll take something. If somebody like last year, earlier this year, a friend of mine he was working at a bar and he's like, "Hey man, I know you don't do this stuff, but you want to come and make a quick $300? And I was like, yeah, man, let's go. So thankfully
It's
the
so
bar
good.
was just down the road, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah. One of the reasons why I made this podcast um, is I've been pursuing music for a long time, and I've got a lot of friends that have been pursuing music for a long time, and it's really hard, and
Mm.
it can be really detrimental to our mental health, depending on what kind of expectations each of us have for our music career. And I want to know, are you happy or are you okay with where your music career is at?
I actually was talking about this year. I think I've come to accept that I can make a difference in my community, in my region first. And that's good enough. And if anything more happens than that, that's freaking awesome. What a
Mm.
bonus. But, and I think, because like you said, it is so hard. There are millions. There's millions of songs every week. Like, it's just crazy, you know? So I feel like I've become a lot more content, not minimizing the dream. It's like, I'm going to keep making music because I just freaking love it. It's just the coolest thing ever. And I'm going to make a difference in my region where I am. And if opportunities come to go further than that, I'm going to run with it. And that's going to be awesome. But I'm going to first like be diligent where I am, make a difference here. And yeah. So I think, I don't know if that answers your question, but I feel like, did I answer your question? I feel like, yeah, I've come a lot more into being a lot more content with where I am. Because otherwise you just feel too discouraged. It's like you put out a song and it's like, oh, I didn't hit 50,000 listens. I must suck. And it's like, no, your song is fantastic. Just because it doesn't hit those milestones right now doesn't mean it's not great. Like it, it's just the world we live in.
What was the switch in mentality for that? Like, for myself, I'll try to keep this short, but for myself, the pursuit of trying to make it all of a sudden became the goal for me. And at the end of last year, I realized I didn't start making music for that. I started making music because I love it. And I
Yeah.
really love what you said. And so I've gone back to that myself. The whole community thing, that's what I want to use my music for. And
Yeah.
whatever I do, I want to use it to build community and first, because
Yeah.
I don't want to make fans, I want to make friends. And that's actually going back to what I originally wanted when I first decided to start playing music out in public. I was like, I look like this most of the time, and people like, I look unapproachable. But then when I start singing, all of a sudden people want to know me, and be friends with me, and it makes it easier for me to connect to people and people to connect to me. So
That's
yeah,
well, that's literally like my experience like this year. That really what you're talking about.
isn't it
The
powerful? It's so much better.
dude, it's so much better. The catalyst is pretty funny. The catalyst is I actually tried to go on Australian Idol and I didn't even get a look in. I didn't even get like sing in front of anyone. It's pretty funny. But then it was like, well, who cares? I'm not making music to get on that platform. And yeah, you get on that platform, that's great. I
And
was doing it.
you don't sing your own songs anyway.
And I was doing it because I wanted more exposure rather than I can actually make a difference where I am. I can keep producing and making music that I love. And I'm not under the pressure to perform to anybody else right now.
No, I don't think anybody will knock you for trying to do Australian Idol or anything.
Oh, heck no. But it was like this shift of like, hang on a second. Like, and I felt really flat. I was really down. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, why am I so down about this? Who cares what other people think? Like, at the end of the day, I can actually keep doing what I love and I can actually make a real difference where I am and build friends and community. And I've got some amazing artist friends, like amazing people around me. So yeah, that was kind of like the catalyst of like, just, yeah, really being happy with who I am and where I am. And yeah. And by the way, you are the most amazing entertainer. You've always been.
Thank you.
It's never felt like you're trying to get people's attention when we watch you. It's always felt like you're trying to give something and people have the best time. So
I'm a very
thank
good
you.
actor.
You're hilarious. If you haven't seen Mick, you got to watch him. He's so fun. He's so entertaining. It's a real gift, man. We love it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, that means a lot. That means a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, dude, you're the best, honestly.
Oh man.
Come back to
Come on.
do a Australian tour.
Oh, I just came back about a month ago, and it wasn't my. I did 2 shows. That was about it. I just had a really good time at a house party. We ended up partying until like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was bananas,
Amazing.
but yeah, and then I played in Sydney with a friend down there. But it was cool. I got some more questions for you, and then we'll start wrapping it up. Thank you for answering my question. I know that's a bit of a hard question to ask, but I feel like that's so crazy. Like we're on the same level
Yeah.
about where we're at with,
Yeah.
like, we love music. There's not like this isn't gonna stop that, like anymore. I used to care about it so much, like right up until last year.
And it just eats you up, and it just takes the joy away from even creating, because then you feel like you suck, you feel discouraged, then you're comparing yourself to all these other people, and it's just like, man, that is just stealing the joy from your life. Just stop it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. And I was just like, enough. I'm miserable. I want to go back to music and doing it in a fun way, which means I just love it. I'm just going to jam. I'm going to chill. I want my life. I've talked for long enough. I'm very sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm fired up. Sarah's bringing out the.
Come on, let's go, Mick. Let's go. Keep telling us. Come on.
All right. So what's the hardest part about being an artist right now?
Time for me. For me, it's finding the time to keep creating. Like I have, because I'm in such a tough season with the little kids, and I'm also studying, and my husband's working away. It's really tough. So when I get the time, oh my gosh, I just cook and I love it. But for me, it's like I'm only going to get 2 hours here, 2 hours there, and so I have to really forward plan my time, which might sound really crazy. Some people don't want to do that.
So I just messed your whole day up, basically.
Screwed it up, man. You suck. No, just kidding. So just probably time's the hardest thing at the moment. Is just I'm trying to finish. I'm really excited about the music I'm making right now. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like I've found a really awesome sound that I cannot wait to share with people. And so I'm just trying to finish a couple of songs, and then I'll finish another EP. So I finished 3 songs this year, and I've got another couple more to do. But just finding the time. Yeah, I'm so excited too. I'm like, oh, yes. Yeah, so anyway, it's just that, just time. And it's amazing that what you can do. If you know you've only got a small amount of time, you just make the most of everything. I go into the studio and I'm like, this is my little studio in here.
Beautiful.
I go in here and I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to track this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the most of my time and be diligent with it. So yeah. Yeah,
a bit efficient, right? It gets the skill level gets up when you got time restrictions.
But gosh, I just wish I just had all the time in the world. To just spend a whole day making something would be so amazing. I usually only get 2 hours here and there. So
fair enough. Yep. Fair enough. You're hardworking mum. That's crazy. And you still find the time to do some music. That's amazing. And you're about to put out an EP. Have you ever had what's the worst gig you've ever done?
Oh God. Oh my. Okay. Actually, it was at the porch light session.
The wildest.
The worst gig. It was at your porch light. Yes.
No.
I went all the way to Brisbane. Yep. And I went to sing the first song, and in the first verse, I fully lost my voice, and I couldn't even do the whole set. I couldn't do anything. I was like, ugh. And I don't know what even happened. I just I think I know now. I strained my voice straight away, and then I just couldn't sing for the rest of the time. So I just walked off the stage and was like, I'm so sorry. I can't sing. Wow. It was so embarrassing, man. I was like, oh gosh, it was so embarrassing.
The worst gig she did was the one I
know.
Put on for her. Damn.
And I couldn't see.
I couldn't see that coming from a mile away, a million miles. That's crazy.
Now, I know this isn't a Christian podcast, but there is another funny story. I was leading worship, right? And I did this little tag, and it's, you're never going to let me down. But the words person didn't write, you're never going to let me down. The words person wrote, you're going to let me down. It's so big. If you can imagine, behind me on the big screen, huge screen, I'm singing, you're never gonna let me down. And then on behind me, it's, you're gonna let me down. And I'm like, no way. And so everyone's just looking at it. And I saw people lifting their phones, taking photos. I was like, what is going on here? Anyways, that is what happened. It was so bad. Gosh, I've been pretty lucky. They've all been pretty good. People do weird stuff, have come up and stroked my forehead and
what?
put like $50 in my shirt. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop touching me. But I'm like, I'll take the money. Thank you very much.
Stop touching me, but put the money there.
But give me the $50. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah.
Give me it.
Nothing too weird.
Okay. What's something you wish people knew about trying to make a career out of this music thing?
You can do it.
Okay, cool.
That's it, man. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've struggled with is that I think I can't do it. Even when I produce a song now, I always feel like, did I actually make that? Can I actually do this? I question myself all the time. It's pretty funny. So funny. But you can do it. You can even do it when you've got kids, when you're working. You can even do it. You can do it.
Amazing.
Just got to start.
Yeah. One song at a time.
Yeah, just start. I started, I did my little acoustic EP last year, and that was just my start. I just had to get it out of the system. And I don't know if anyone ever listened to it, and that's okay. It was my start.
Okay. Best song you wish you wrote?
Ooh, hang on. Let me just get. Okay, you know the song I've always just loved this song, even though it's not even one of his biggest. It's In Your Atmosphere by John Mayer. And if you haven't listened to it, it's so beautiful. I don't know why I've always loved this song, but it's the guitar. I just am like, this is beautiful. And I've always just loved the song In Your Atmosphere by John Mayer. And I wish I wrote that song.
Okay. Right on. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I actually know that song. I haven't heard it in a long, long time.
It's so odd. Like, it's not even one he would even really do, I don't think.
Yeah.
If he performed. But I just love that song. I just think it's so beautiful.
Fair enough.
Oh, and another song that I like, I'm obsessed with, is I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt. It's just so sad, but like so beautiful.
Have you heard Prince's version of that?
No.
It's wild. It's so sexy.
Oh, really?
It's actually very worth listening to.
You're right.
The main riff is done with a sitar, and it's just super R&B, and it's really good. But like,
you're right.
It like he rips out in one of the lines like, I can't even remember. I think he even actually says the word sexual intercourse for some reason, and it's like, geez, man, come on.
Let's go, Prince.
But it's a banger. It's a banger.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's always going to be a banger no matter who does it. But yeah. That's cool, man. That's two cool songs right there. What's something fans would be surprised to know about you? Well, what's something you want people to know about you?
What do I want to know about me?
This is your
dude. I am an amazing barista. I can do like swans, latte art. I can do it, man. I'm good. I can make you a freaking good coffee.
You know, the coffee is slightly lacking over here. We got to be honest. Australian coffee is next level.
So good, hey.
Yeah, I got to come. Are you living in Toowoomba still?
Yes, I am.
What's your address? I'm kidding.
My address. It's like,
everyone go for a visit. Go for a coffee.
Everyone come look.
Everyone come and have a cuppa. All right, cool. All right, what's next for you?
Right now, so I am trying to finish another EP. And just helping some other people like produce some music, so they'll come over, track a demo, and I'll help like fill it out for them a little bit. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So I don't know, just keep doing that, and just see what happens. Yeah, keep putting out good music and raising my kids. Yeah.
Awesome. When do you reckon that music will be out? The music.
The music. I reckon, knowing what my life is like, it'll probably take me
10 years from now.
Yeah, 10 years. Mate, I'm getting so much faster, okay? I'm getting faster, but yeah, 10 years from now.
5 years then.
Oh my gosh. Next year. Well, I've already finished 3 and they're getting mixed right now. So, and I've already started the next one. I don't know. It's probably next year I'll finish an EP, but I might put out another single. I've just put out a single and I might put out another one sometime
Let's
soon.
go. Last thing before we go, spin of the week. What is the one song, track, or artist that has been just hitting your soul lately?
Ooh, let me look here. Dude, I've kind of been loving some of Jenna Rain's songs.
Jenna Rain?
Yeah, man. She's got some cool stuff. What song has that been?
I don't think I'm familiar.
Oh, she's like, what is she like? She's pretty poppy. Any of her stuff. I'm liking her stuff at the moment. I think it's really cool. See You Later. I don't know. Any of her stuff. It's cool.
See You Later by Jenna Rain?
Jenna Rainer. Yeah.
Jenna Rainer. Okay.
Jenna Rainer.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. Well, Sarah, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the Lo-Fi Hang podcast. I'm sorry that the time differences and the daylight savings hours changed today, and I screwed up our our meetup session. And you know, you don't have a lot of time to spare, but I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this, and I'd love to collaborate with you soon too on something musical, and we'll get something out. Maybe I'll send you a track to sing on, or something next year, because it's Christmas time and we're slowing down.
Yeah,
but,
man.
yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, man. It's been such an honor to hang out and talk to you, and love your music so much.
Thank you.
Love what you're doing. So
Where can people find your stuff?
yeah, all like any platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It's all up there.
Okay.
It's all there. It's all around. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere.
Amazing. So we're going to play a snippet of the song that's already out. Can you introduce it?
It's called Sparrows. It's like a song about creation, but then it's also like you're even more important than creation. Like you're amazing as well. So stop worrying about tomorrow. Just enjoy being in today because you're awesome. That's kind of what the song's about. So yeah, Sparrows. It's rad. It's out now.
Beautiful. Check it out. Well, this has been the Lo-Fi Hang with Sarah Goulds. For you listeners out there, Sarah Goulds, check her out on Instagram, social media, Spotify, all the streaming platforms. Thanks for listening to the Lo-Fi Hang. Till next time, take care.